Hey guys, good evening. It's Dr. B, and just showing up here tonight. I was supposed to do a live with one of my spiritual children who's not feeling well this evening, so we're not able to do the joint live. But I still felt obligated to come through and share a couple of things with you. So if you are joining me right now, and if you are listening to this later, welcome. Thanks for coming through and hopping on. I'm just going to be sharing a couple of things here as we begin this journey. And for many of you who don't know or haven't been following, I took some time off beginning in October, I believe it was, and haven't been on live a lot, haven't been doing a whole lot until beginning of January. But during that time, I was taking some time to reflect on some things, consider some things, see what the next steps for us would be as we walk through this new journey of our life. It's amazing that I'm sitting here and every day I'm still trying to wrap my mind around the fact that this year I'll be 60 years old. And by now I thought that I would have certain things in place and other things in place. But one of the things I learned through the months coming, or the months that I took off, was that even though I was feeling kind of behind or left behind, so to speak, it was still in God's will and in God's timing, that I wasn't behind Him. I wasn't behind what He wanted or what He desired. And so for me, it was really an awakening. It was really an awakening. And for some of you, you may be able to identify with this, and some of the things that I'm going to share here briefly is that you may be feeling like you're not where you need to be or doing what you should be doing or behind your plan or your goals or whatever the case may be. And I've always set goals and hit them. But there were certain things in my life that I wanted to see happen for my wife and I at this stage of our life. And I didn't see it necessarily coming to pass as quickly as I wanted it or desired it to be. However, one of the things God spoke to our heart is that it was in His timing and it's coming together according to His timing and His plan. So we're right in line with Him. And one of the things that we're going to be sharing in the next few weeks, months, and throughout this year, in addition to what we do, our regular weekly teaching and our Sabbath teaching, we're going to be coming on more regularly, sharing that journey with you, sharing that experience with you, helping you to make sense of your journey now and where you are and where you want to go and what it may take you to get there. We're hoping that this is just going to be an example for you to be able to start doing the things that are in your heart to do, and not delaying any longer, not holding back any longer, not waiting and procrastinating, but doing it now, doing all the small things and the little things of obedience that you need to do now to be in position and ready for when God says, now is the time. All you got to do is move. And that's one of the things that I'm so grateful and thankful about, that my wife and I, we did all the little things. Even when it didn't look like they were amounting to anything, even when it didn't look like they were, being fruitful, so to speak, or nothing really growing or happening, yet we remain diligent, we remain consistent, we remain persistent. And in so doing those little things, when God said, now is the time, we found that it's easier now to move, to hear Him and move and obey, to hear Him and step out and do, to hear Him and just walk it out, because the little things have already been in place. And because things are now happening and happening very rapidly, so much so that Mona Lisa and I, we're constantly amazed and awed by how it's happening and coming to pass. And this is what I'm calling in this experience, our midlife awakening, and the journey that we are on to live every day on purpose, to live as though and as if today is my last day. Every time that I get up, every time that I lay down, I'm evaluating, did I do all that I needed to do just for today, not for tomorrow, because it's not promised, not for next week and next year and all of that, but for today. Did I do the things I needed to do today that ensures that I capitalize on every moment right now, so that if God sees fit to wake me up the next day and I see my tomorrow, I can then begin walking further into what he has promised me. And so I want to encourage you that if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, if you haven't followed me here on social media, Facebook, if you haven't subscribed to my email list, I want to encourage you to do those things, because that's why I'm sharing the bulk and the majority of the information with the people who say they want it, who say they need it at this juncture of their life, so that they can start doing the things that are in their heart to do. I'm not sharing it with everybody because it's not for everybody. It's gotta be for you. And if it's for you, you would raise your hand and says, I want that. I want access to that. I want to know more about that. So that's going to be your responsibility to step up, raise your hand and say, hey, make me a part of what you guys are doing. I'm interested in that. I want to start living that. I want to start doing that. I want to start walking out my purpose. I want to start living out my passion. I want to start seeing my dreams fulfilled. I want to start seeing my life be what it is I've always dreamt and imagined it to be. And if that's you, I want to invite you on this journey with us. In the next couple of weeks, you're going to be seeing some very exciting things that Mona Lisa and I are doing. And we're going to be sharing those, not to brag necessarily, other than on God, not to boast, other than on God, and not to just show off what we have, other than to give God the glory for what he has enabled us to become and to do and to have and to be. And we want to share that with you, especially for those who have been partners with us, those who have walked with us through this journey, those who have signed up, on our channels and through our emails and continue, to be around and to be there. We want to share this with you and hopefully help you too begin walking these things out and seeing these things come to pass in your life. So I have much more that I'm going to be sharing, and there's going to be many times to where I'll actually be behind the camera, because my wife will be sharing and talking as she's leading us through some things, and then there'll be times to where I'll be on the camera jointly with her, and we'll be sharing some of the things that are happening and taking place and what we see God doing and unfolding. And all of this, I believe, fits into your destiny right now, what you need to be doing right now. I don't want you to think about it's too late for me. Don't want you to have that thought, because it's not too late for you. Don't want you to feel as though you missed it and it's never going to happen. It's not. I don't want you to have those thoughts and those feelings, because that's not true. If you're still here and God has seen fit for you to still be here, then guess what? There's still time. There's still time for you to do what is in your heart to do, that he's put in your heart to do. It's still time for you to see what he's promised you. It's still time for you to have those experiences that he promised you, because this is the journey that we're on, and we're asking that you take this journey with us. Okay. And I'm going to be on here the next few days or so up until next week, when we really begin to kick off some things live, just kind of testing this, because I haven't done this before. I'm not real familiar with some of these platforms and how they work and how they stream, other than when I'm doing them in the studio with all the equipment and all of that. Here I'm minimalizing what we're doing because we're going to be mobile. So I'm just got my phone, my tripod, my earbuds, and some lights, and we're going to roll, because that's how it's going to be. So we're going to be mobile. So I'm testing how this is going to work, how we can deliver. And I've already got some people who've asked me to tag them in on some of the things that I'm doing, because they're interested in some of those things. They're interested in some of the places that we're going to be broadcasting from and the places that we're going to be visiting. And that's one of the things that I'm most excited about in this journey of my life. It seems like I've been preparing all my life for this moment and for this time to be able to do those things, to be able to just travel around the world and live out of a suitcase and just do what I do, share with people what I have, and then bring that joy into their life. And so I want to invite you that if you want to be a part of that, and you want to share in that experience, and you even want to come on and talk to us at some point in time as to how what we're sharing is starting to help you and impact your life, we want to give you opportunity to do that. And as I said, if you know how to use some of these platforms, when it comes to just sharing directly from your phone, please contact me and let me know, because I'm new at this and I don't really know. Right now I'm doing this on Facebook Live and I can't see who's here. I can't necessarily see anybody's comments, so I don't know how to pull all that up and get that up. But if you do know that, help an old man out, okay, and show me how to do that and tell me how to do that. Same thing when I get to the YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing it over there as well, so I'm going to need some help for some of you who are real experienced in vlogging and know how to do that. Okay, so that's my plea and that's my appeal for you out there. But I don't want to be very long. I just want to come out here and share this, as I said before, as a test, and then also as a way of just sharing some information as to what we're going to be doing, what you can expect. So when you do see me show up, know that I'm showing up for a purpose. I'm showing up for a reason. I don't mind just coming by and just say hello, but I got an intentional purpose about what I'm doing right now, and that is living each day on purpose. I want to be intentional about what I do, who I reach, what I say, so that I can see God manifest the results that he promised on top of that. Okay, so listen, I appreciate you guys coming through. Those of you who are watching now live, I apologize, I can't see your comments. I would say hello to you, but I don't know how, because it's not up here. So if you are here, thank you for being here. If you're watching later and you're going through, leave me a comment down below. All of you, leave me a comment down below. Let me know if anything that I said within here resonates with you. This is something that you would like to be a part of, like to know more about. If so, I'll figure out how to tag you when I'm doing this, so that you know when I'm on and happening. And if you got notifications set and all that, you can just chime on in and jump on in, okay? But I don't want to keep you. I know it's late on this Sunday evening, but I just wanted to come through, share that with you, and let you know what's happening and what you can look forward to and what's coming up. I'll be back probably another time this week, maybe toward the midweek, sharing again. And then if you're following me on my YouTube channel, I'll be over there as well, sharing this information over there as well. All right. Well, listen, God bless you. I appreciate you. I thank God for you, and appreciate you being here. They have a feature on here where you can give stars. I guess stars is to say you like it. I guess it's like likes or whatever. So hit the star button. I don't think it costs you anything to do that. Just hit the star button. That way you can let the Facebook algorithm know that you like what I'm doing and you want me to show up more, so they can show this content out to more people. Okay. So until next time, I pray that God continue to bless you and keep you and make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you and grant unto you his peace until we meet at this appointed time and place again. Take care. God bless and shalom. And remember, live every day on purpose. Bye for now.